like.
Hello guys, this is Mechanical Software Tutorials. Today we are going to see about Auto CAD Beginners Tutorial 18. Okay, so today we are going to see about Beginners Tutorial 18. In this tutorial we are going to see fully about blocks. So in this tutorial I am going to explain how to create and edit and etc. functions hints in this blocks tutorial. Okay, so I have mentioned the green color of shortcuts about the tool. Okay, so how to create a block. Okay, so B is the shortcut to access the block. So I'm going to show the an industrial example for this particular blocks and all. So I have created some stand for this particular block explanation. So in the stand I have to place in a particular industrial function or else. So I'm going to create a particular drawing. So how it would be useful in this particular drawing functions. So basically the first thing, how to create a block. Okay, so I'm going to select the object and move over here. Okay, so this is the object, I'm going to block it. So before that, why block is needed and why, how the block helpful for the drawing. So okay, so if you are selecting the object, the what happened, the object selected in similar parts only. Okay, I mean similar objects only. If you want to select the object, you have to select the object fully by using crossing window or selection window. Okay, so if we select by this method, maybe some particular parts missed or object missed, like this. Move over here. So like this, what happened initially, you have lost some objects by copy or moving in this particular diagram. Okay, so in this case I'm going to make this a block. So simply B is the shortcut to access the block. So I'm going to enter B and enter. So I have to given this name for this particular block. So I'm going to give stand for this name. Okay, so then I have to select the base point. So I'm going to select this particular base point of this particular object which I'm going to make a block. So I'm going to select this corner as a base point. So then you have to select the objects which you are going to make a block. So select the objects which you want to make a block. So select initially with full object which which you have to make a block. So enter it. So then simply click OK to get this block. So what is the change after and before creating this block? In the sense, if you select this spot at this corner like this, so you will get this, you will selected this particular object fully by using blocks. Okay, so how this block will helpful, and I will explain one by one. So the next thing is inserting block. So inserting block is nothing but, if you want to insert a particular block which you have already created, right? So simply I is the shortcut to insert the block. So I and enter it. So what are the blocks you have created? All those blocks will be displayed in this insert window. So I'm going to select the stand, particular stand I have to insert. So select that particular stand and click OK to get place. So that placement based on which point you have selected a base point, that will be a inserting point. So whatever or wherever you want to place the particular block, you can insert it. So simply click which you want to locate, click to get placed. Okay, So the next thing is edit block. So edit block in the sense, the block I'm going to insert now. So and okay, and click over here. So if you want make any changes in this particular block, you can edit the block in this thing. So simply click the block. Okay, so then double tap to edit the block. So I'm going to double tap it. So select the particular block which you want to edit. So click OK. So you will come in this window. So in the window will change like this. So this is nothing but block editing window. So whatever you have to edit, you can edit it. So here I'm going to measure this thing. So this particular distance is like 2250, but I want this 3000. Okay, this two ends should be 3000. So simply I'm going to edit this block. So I need some reference for this. So I'm going to make a length of 3000. So this is the reference for myself. So I'm going to select this particularly which I want to stretch. So I'm going to stretch this, and this particular edge should be with this thing. Okay, so now I'm going to erase the reference line. So then I'm going to close this particular thing, save the changes to stand. So click save the changes to stand, in the sense what are the changes you have made it in this editing window, that will be updated in your block. Okay, so not only a that particular block, what are the area you have used that particular block, all those block updated themselves. So click the stand. So what happened, so whatever you have updated in this particular block, that change will be updated all those block which you have used. Okay, so this is how blocks edit block will work to change anything. So how this thing is, if you used that particular block wherever you have used, in the sense sometimes you have to change the particular object dimension and whatever you want to change. So simply go that block, you can change the mates wherever you have used that particular block, that will be updated entirely that particular block which you have used. Okay, so that is how here I have used this blocks one by one. So that is why the updated the things like this. Okay, so then the thing attributes. So attribute is nothing but it can be differentiate one by one, and whatever you have to feed in this particular drawing, or else you can easily use the attribute to, once if you use this particular attribute, it will help you to do many things in this block. So attribute is a different thing, but when you comes to block, you can add the attribute into block, it will be helpful to draw the drawing, and you can easily to finish the numberings and detailing purpose. Okay, so here I'm going to use this particular block into attribute. So before that I'm going to explain the attribute. So ATT is the shortcut to access the attribute. So this window will pop up after enter the ATT shortcut. Then tagline. So these tagline and prompt and default, these are the just your reference. So I'm going to give a reference tagline of stand number. So then default thing is number 1. So by using this particular attribute in this, you cannot give any spaces like this. Okay, so I'm going to click just OK. So then wherever you want to place the particular attribute, simply place this. Okay, so I have placed this particular attribute over there. Okay, so the next thing is, if you double tap this particular attribute, it will ask what you have to show. So I'm going to tap 1 and click OK. So what happened, that particular attribute, you can easily change anything you want. Okay, so I'm going to scale this attribute size. Okay, so this is the attribute. Okay, see, I'm going to copy this particular thing, and I'm going to place this particular block and this particular block and this particular block. I'm going to place all those things. So simply you have to mention the particular table or whatever the object, have to mention the number detailing. In the sense, simply use this particular attribute to help you to detail the numbers. So like this, I have made it this one, but I have to mention this is 2. So simply double tap to give this edit attribute definition. So I'm going to give 2 and give OK, and the same thing I'm going to double tap this also. I'm going to 3 and click OK. So you can easily edit or change this whatever you want to made in this attribute. It will help you to do the changes or numberings, whatever the text you can easily feed in this particular attribute. Okay, so and also I'm going to give an example. So I'm going to use text now. So see here, I have simply texted some texts like name, drawing and date and all. So simply what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to add the attribute for this particular things. So I'm going to double tap this. I'm going to show this is simply text. Okay, so I have made it already a particular attributes. So I'm going to place this particular attribute wherever I want. So simply I'm going to show over there, and here also, and here also. So what happened, I'm going to mention the particular name. So name in the sense, name side, see name, I'm going to mention now. So Dinesh, so like that. Then a drawing number. So drawing number is something I have typed. Okay, this is all. Then same date. So today date I'm going to mention now. So like that you can easily use this thing. So this is how the attribute will help you to do all those things. Okay, so this is how attribute will help you to do the all the things. So you can, so before that, simply the thing, if you want to do any changes, all those things, like what are the changes happening a particular drawings to drawing. So name and change, and name changes, and drawing number changes, and date changes. So simply make the question lines in this simple text, and simple things to make the attributes what you want to do in this things. So simply made this and all as attributes. So in this yellow color all attributes, in these things are also a particular simple text. So you can use this attribute like this. So you can also do the thing, block this thing to help the block support. Okay, so I'll show this later. And the next thing is edit block. So edit block, so this is the interesting thing, and you can use in this particular drawing which you are going to create in this industrial drawing, and whatever you are going to do in this particular drawing, you can reduce this time to use this particular hints. Okay, so I'm going to use this particular block in this same place. So if you're going to edit the block, in the sense, simply tap to go this window, and then you can edit. So before that, you don't need to go there. You can select this block and right click now. So right click, then you will show this many things. So simple thing, edit block in place. So simple click to that and select the block. So what happened, you are in the same drawing window, and then you can also edit this particular block also. So I'm going to stretch this length of 150. Okay, so what happened, and then whatever the changes you have made it, and done, save changes. So then same click OK, and what happened, what are the changes you have made it, all those updated in this same preference faces. So why this? Maybe in this drawing you have any reference in the same drawing, in the sense you cannot access these particular references in this particular space, I mean edit window. So you can edit the same place, in the sense you can edit and you can access the references also in the same place window. Okay, so the next thing is attribute block. Yes, attribute block in the sense what are the blocks you want to made, you can made by use a block. And if you want to attribute in the sense the access of functions, you can changes anything else anywhere, in the sense. So simply block and attribute block, how will help you to do that? So I'm going to show this attribute block adding the in this particular object. So before that I'm going to explore this block. Okay, so I'm going to explode it because I make this object its original position, it's not block, it's a simple objects which I have done. Okay, so now I'm going to make a block for this particular stand. So before that I'm going to add numbers, so that is nothing but attributes. So I'm going to, if I'm going to place this particular stand wherever, I'm going to mention the number of stand also included in this particular block. So how I made that? In the sense, simply add the block, I mean add the attribute. This is a simple object, I didn't made this a block. So before that, before make a block, you have to add attribute. So that is nothing but attribute, and then you can then you have to make a block. So I'm going to add attribute. So add is the shortcut, and I'm going to mention number. Simply what the thing you have to show there, you have to type over there. So then simply don't no need that. So click OK. So click the place you want. So I'm going to click this center. So here only I have to, whatever I have entered here only I have to notice the particular number or text, whatever. So then you're going to block it. So the select the object and also the attribute which you have added, so then block it. So block, I'm going to att stand. So that is nothing but attribute stand. I have more reference, that's what I have did this. So simply pick a base point. So what the base point you have selected, that will be entire function you would use. So I'm going to use this particular corner of this particular stand. So then I'm going to select the object and select this and press enter, then click OK. So what happened? Enter the number. So I'm going to enter 1 and OK. So what happened? The block will be placed with the number. So simply I'm going to insert block. So insert block, I'm going to insert the attribute stand block and I'm going to click OK. So then what happened? Where you want to place the block? So I'm going to place this block and somewhere else. So I'm going to click over there also. So I'm going to near this parallelly and click OK. So what happened? This attribute window pop up with the number. I'm going to enter and OK. Okay, what happened? The number 2 will be added. So this text size is too small, that no worry about it. You have to make a scale which size you want, then block it. Okay, so simple thing. So the next thing, I'm going to make block for this thing. So I'm going to show this as a simple title block. I cannot make the particular title block in this time. Okay, so simply I'm going to show this thing. So whatever you want to made in this thing. So this is simple block I'm going to made now. Okay. Okay. So I have made this. So simply select this and block it. So TB I have mentioned, and pick base point. Base point, this corner is my base point, and simply select the object. So select this full object and enter it. So then click OK. So what happened? Date, name, and all those things. So So in this nothing but date is nothing but date. So today date is 29. Simply I'm going to mention 29, and number is something I want. Then name. So here block name is shown there. So why the thing is, if you create a block, you have to mention the default and tag and prompt and all the whatever you want. So simply I have copied and pasted over there. That's what the shows number one. So I'm going to show the name, simply Kumar, like that. Okay, so click OK. So then you have to get like this. Okay, so I'm going to insert a block again. So insert the db block which I have made it like this, and click OK. Wherever you want to place, you have to enter the date and functions. So I'm going to enter the date 29/7 like that, and drawing number is like that 64653, and a name is simply I have typed name like that. So click OK. You will get the particular window with the block help. So block you have blocked with the help of attribute. So that's nothing but attribute block. Okay. So this is how the attribute block will help you to do the all those things. So I'm going to select this particular block over there. So block explode. So block explode is nothing but you don't need the particular block. So you want to make this thing, I mean make this object as same normal. So that is nothing but unblock the object. So unblock the object is nothing but select the object and press X to explode. So you will get the object normally by using explode. So whatever the things you can do the all those functions and move all those in this block. Okay, so I'm going to show a particular block usage in some drawing. So okay, so in this red color is nothing but a particular area which you have to make this particular stance. So you want to make the you want to make or place this stance in this particular area in your drawing. So simply insert the block. So insert the block and attribute stand I need. So select OK. So and you can place the all those corners. So I'm going to place this corner, and it asks the attribute numbers. So enter 1. So this is nothing but first block. Same I'm going to add, and I'm going to click the continuous function. So I'm going to place the see it will help you to place the one by one stands wherever you want. So that is depends upon the a base point which you have made it by using blocks. So I used the block like this corner, so I cannot do the thing. So simply place like this. So simply it asks number. So second stand. So like this you can use the attributes by using the place this same objects, and even also the tables which I have done also all those things I'll explain. So same thing I'm going to place there. So this is the reference, and this too I can place. So it asks again the number. So how many table if you want to place, you can place the table, and also with the attribute help 1 2 3. So you don't need to give any numberings after placing this stand also. Okay, so it would be helpful to do the drawing within a stipulated time. Okay, so I hope you guys you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Okay, I will come up with another interesting tools with this AutoCAD. Bye.